Welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Doubleheader. I apologize for any inconveniences for anyone who was looking forward to watching this. The Patriots debacle on Saturday night fucking just destroyed me. Mentally, and even more so physically, because once I was done watching that bullshit, I had to go shovel a fucking ton of snow, blew my fucking back out. So a majority of the rest of these playoffs, kind of a footnote, you know? What are you gonna do? You invest so much in your season, as far as like tuning in week in, week out to this. We made the playoffs. I know I shouldn't be complaining. We did make the playoffs, and I get it. Patriots fans are fucking spoiled, but like, dude, come on. This is Bill Belichick. This is the GOAT coach. Josh Allen walked all over us. That defense had literally nothing to say. They literally just let him fucking walk all over him. More importantly, Josh Allen, fucking 80% completion percentage, fucking 5 touchdowns, no picks. Like, what is that? 7 straight drives of fucking getting a touchdown? No punts? I can deal with the no fucking turnovers, but no punts? No fucking punts? What is that? The fuck is that? How the fuck can you not force this dude to punt one time? Every fucking time. That was like a recurring thing in the fucking game. Every single time I thought we were gonna get a stop, they fucking convert. Every time we think we get close to a stop, they fucking convert. Next thing you know, they score a touchdown. And this game was honestly over as soon as fucking Mac Jones threw that pick to Jordan Poyer when Aguilar didn't fucking jump at the ball. As soon as that pick happened, that was game. That was literally fucking game over. That was it. Okay, that was a tangent. But anyways, I'll dive a little deeper into that shit in a little bit. This is the wild card recap. And we're going to dive into the divisional round a little bit later. So obviously this is going to be a shorter video with less games. But quality over quantity, you know what I'm saying? Just saying. So to kick off the AFC wild card round, wild card weekend, Saturday night. The 4:30 game was the Raiders traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals, a team who are trying to fucking get their first playoff win since 1991. That was before I was born. Granted, I am not that old. That was over 30 years ago. Just let that settle in for a second. That shit was over 30 years ago. 3 decades. Damn near a half century since these fuckers have won a playoff game. And by God, they fucking did it. I predicted this shit. I knew the Bengals would eventually get out of that slump, and it was cool to see. It was there was definitely a vibe in that stadium. I could just tell from watching on TV with my sweet surround sound and shit. It was fucking cool, man. The fans were just fucking having a blast, partying in the stands. Whole Lord only knows what the fuck happened to Cincinnati after they got that playoff win. It's fucking cool, dude. It's incredible to see. This team is so fucking reliant on Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow more especially, but like, these guys can definitely make a Super Bowl run. They can absolutely make a Super Bowl run. I don't see a scenario where like, I mean, Burrow and Chase are not amazing. They have a tough test coming up against the Titans next week. I will get into that in a minute, but like, don't sleep on the Bengals, man. Don't sleep on them fucking Bengals. Props to the Raiders anyway. They did impressive. For what their situation was this year, they were very impressive. Losing John Gruden, the whole shit with Henry Ruggs. There was one more incident too, but it was just a lot of controversy. Wasn't a pretty season, and somehow they persevered and fucking got into the playoffs. And they were within a few yards of possibly fucking tying the game up and going to overtime. But Carr tried to squeeze the ball into too tight of a window, and it got picked off. And that sealed it for the Cincinnati Bengals getting their first playoff win. And like I said, 31 fucking years. Props to y'all, man. I'm proud of you guys. Now, if you guys want to make that Super Bowl run, you're one of the few dogs I got left in this fight. So like, if you want to get to the Super Bowl, I'm here for it, man. Y'all got my support. And so does Kansas City this week, cause fuck Buffalo. Okay. Since it's in the pecking order, next we're gonna dive a little deeper into Patriots at Bills, or more so Bills over Patriots 47-17, in one of the most embarrassing fucking games I can remember as a Patriots fan. This was like I said earlier, this was beyond fucked. This to have your season ended like this. To this team, it doesn't get much lower than that, man. I can call back to when the Patriots fucking had that opening wild card weekend loss against the Ravens, where they lose by like fucking 30 points, 20 something points. Yeah, it was like 25 points. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a real football fan or a real Pats fan, you know what I'm talking about. 2009. Brady was coming off the ACL injury. It just wasn't the same. Wes Welker had just fucking blown out his knee the week before. Edelman came in. He played pretty good. That's kind of what got the ball rolling on his whole little fucking his career he had going there. But it was just a debacle. Ray Rice fucking just out the gate with an 80-yard touchdown. Brady couldn't do shit because Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, and Ed Reed were just all over him, man. They had a disgusting amount of talent back in the day. The Baltimore Ravens, if you were watching the football back about a decade ago, around like a decade-ish ago, you would know. Probably like 15 years. Yeah, 15's around like the right window. Excuse me. But anyways, this is no laughing matter. This was earth-shattering. This kind of ruined my weekend. I was kind of hoping this would be like a Monday night game, but you know the NFL just had to have fucking LA and Arizona on a Monday night. But no, they had to fucking put the Patriots on Saturday night, and if they won this game, yeah, it would have been a cool weekend. But we got fucked on national television, on the fucking NBC, in front of a huge fucking sea of Tards Mafia. It was, yeah, I said, it's fuck y'all and you're breaking tables and shit. Noisy ass motherfuckers. Josh Allen's pretty good, though. So is Stephon Diggs. I'll give him that. Just hoping y'all get bounced next week. Fingers crossed. So next I'll do a video about the Patriots fucking offseason coming up at some point, because there's not many doubleheaders coming up after this. We got the one for the conference championships, the one previewing the Super Bowl, then the Super Bowl one, and probably the offseason. That's about it. I'll start doing other shit. I've already started doing other shit, and I'm going to keep doing other shit. You'll just have to stay tuned and see what the fuck that is. Because, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe more Boba Fett shit. Actually, yeah, definitely more Boba Fett shit. I gotta get back into that. Anyways, moving on. The first Sunday game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Philadelphia Eagles 31-15. This was never fucking close. Don't let the score fucking fool you. This was never close. Those were straight garbage time points by Jalen Hurts. Tampa led 31-0 at one point in this game. And it wasn't until like probably 5-6 minutes left in the fourth quarter that the Eagles decided to do something on offense. Tampa Bay's defense was clamping down on them all fucking day. They couldn't do jack shit. It was very apparent. It is what it is. The Eagles made a decent run towards the end. They beat up on bad teams, but like, you know what? The season wasn't a total loss. I mean, you went from being not in the playoffs to being in the playoffs, and you got fucked by potential champions. So like, if they win the title this year, it doesn't look so bad. Maybe. I don't know. If I was them, I'd go look for another quarterback. Just saying. Deshaun Watson. Pending allegations. Just saying. Tampa Bay looked really fucking good. Brady was super efficient. Him and Mike Evans have a very, very nice rapport. Gronk is Gronk. Brady remembered he had those other fucking tight ends on the roster because they're going to fucking need them. It's going to be a lot of heavy sets, a lot of fucking 3 tight end formations, 1 wide out with Mike Evans going out. Especially without Chris Godwin for the year. Obviously, AB, that's its own fucking thing. Scotty Miller, I think he's hurt as well. They have a couple other guys too. Cyril Grayson. I think they might still have Brashard Perryman. I'm not sure. But it's going to be, like I said, a lot of fucking 3 tight end formations. Because when you have Brate, OJ Howard, and Gronk, and then you just throw Mike Evans on the outside, like it's pretty fucking solid, dude. And when you have Leonard Fournette in there and an old washed Le'Veon Bell, it's not so bad either, you know? It's formidable, for sure. Props to Tampa. Moving on to the next round, and unfortunately, they got the Rams coming to town. That's going to be the ultimate test. Because Brady struggles against the Rams. He's undefeated against them in the playoffs, but he struggles against them in recent years. Even in that Super Bowl he played against the Rams back in the day. I shouldn't even say back in the day. Well, I guess you could say back in the day because they faced him way, way, way long ago, back in like 2001 or 2002, whatever it was. I'm talking back in the 2019 game. You could say 2019 because it was 2018-2019 season, but anyways, Brady was not very good in that Super Bowl game, but Jared Goff was way worse. But the defense was clearly getting to Tom Brady. It was making a fucking difference. That was very apparent. This is going to be tricky just because the offensive line situation's kind of fucked in Tampa right now. Tristan Wirfs' availability is going to be huge in Tampa Bay's chances of moving on. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Moving on, we have... Oh, Lord. All right. We got the 49ers over the Cowboys 23-17, and the 49ers will advance. This game was kind of close. San Francisco got away. They just got up to a big lead. They were up about 23-6 late in the game. Dallas slowly crept their way back into it, but it was kind of too little too late. There was some controversy into this shit. I'm sure you've already heard about this. But Niners punt the ball back to Dallas after a whole fucking series of just like moving the ball forward and then back, then forward, then back, and all sorts of penalties, and the ball was like this fucking short of the thing of the sticks. So they go from wanting to go for it to backing them up, to push them forward, to going for it again, to backing them up, to fucking doing the punt. Eventually, Dallas gets the ball back with like 30 seconds, like I said. Hit 3 straight fucking outside passes. Catches them on the borderline of the sideline, and then run out of bounds. Get like fucking 11, 10, 13 yards real fucking quick. And then with 14 seconds left, no timeouts, what do? Obviously, you run a fucking quarterback draw. You run it right up the middle. You don't stop till there's like fucking 5 seconds on the clock. Yeah, you don't do any of that. You hurry up to the ball to fucking spike the ball to get one more chance. And you can't spike the ball because the referee has to touch the ball. And they never gave the ball to the referee. They just ran the ball up and fucking just put it there. Can't do that. So Dallas systematically fucked themselves in this game. QB draw was not very good play calling. I'll just say that was not very wise of old fucking Mike McCarthy. And unfortunately, it's another fucking blown season for the Dallas Cowboys as they go home very early in the playoffs. And the Niners might be poised to do something. Keep an eye on them fucking 49ers, man. They have a history of beating the Packers in the playoffs, just saying. Sir, can I help you interrupting the video? This guy and his coughs. Trying to be the star of the show. Hey, you can be in the video. Aww. All right, so 49ers, yeah, they looked impressive. Excuse me, sir. 49ers were very impressive. Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Jimmy G wasn't too bad either. They have just a smorgasbord of fucking just talent on offense and defense, dude. They're so talented. That's why they could easily be in the running for going to the Super Bowl. I mean, they did it a few years ago. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Granted, they are a 6 seed, but like I don't really think it fucking matters. Moving on, we have the Chiefs over the Steelers, 42-21. Back off, back off. On Sunday Night Football, this is Ben's swan song. Unfortunately, did not end the way he wanted it to. It ended in a trail of tears, if you will. Pittsburgh, or should I say Schittsburg, is up Schitt's Creek because Big Ben not only retired, but y'all got fucking bounced in the first round in a playoff game y'all shouldn't even fucking been in the first place. Can I help you? Hey. What's your problem? What's your problem? Okay, back up. Getting too comfy. All right. Mahomes was on fucking a whole nother level, just tearing apart the Steelers left and right. Did his thing with Tyreek, with fucking Kelsey, the usual fucking suspects, man. I knew this was gonna happen. If you look back at my video around like week 6 or week 7, talking about his Mahomes exposed, because that was the hot take at the time, and I wanted to give my own take on the hot take, you know, the hot take, you know. So I just said Mahomes, Kelsey, and Tyreek Hill are just too fucking good to let that slump continue to happen, and here we are. Mahomes threw 5 fucking touchdowns, parallel to Josh Allen, throwing 0 interceptions, over 400 yards passing. He just made it look easy, man. This game was out of reach pretty early. Pittsburgh took a very early lead, but like I said, it got out of hand quickly. They lost my attention very early. And as most of you fucking knew, anyone with a brain, Kansas City is moving on to the next round with a home playoff game. So to close off wildcard week. Got it. Close off the wildcard week, we get the Rams over the Cardinals on the first ever Monday night playoff game. 34-11. Wasn't fucking close. Kyler Murray was fucking terrible. And granted, this defense will make anyone look terrible. Some people are just able to rise above it. In later years, Russell Wilson couldn't do it, but earlier, yeah, he could. The defense has gotten too fucking good, man. Aaron Donald's in his prime. Jalen Ramsey's in his fucking prime. Von Miller is just outside of his prime, but he's still really fucking good. And then you got Leonard Floyd, too, who's still in his prime. Yeah, a little later in his prime, but still there, man. They're just really, really, really good on defense. And even if Stafford isn't amazing, like he was pretty good in this game. He wasn't great, but he didn't have to be. As long as you don't turn over the football and you can fucking get points and don't make stupid decisions, the Rams could easily be in SoFi Stadium hosting their own fucking Super Bowl in February, akin to what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did last year. It could very easily happen. With the fucking amount of talent this team has, it's absolutely fucking possible. As far as the Cardinals go, I'm very, very, very bummed that fucking DeAndre Hopkins wasn't playing in this game, because he would have been the X factor. He would have changed things, in my opinion. Because they didn't really have an answer for Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey was just gonna shut down whoever the fuck. At least if you have D-Hop out there, granted probably like a hobbled D-Hop, he would have gave Ramsey the business. But we don't live in that timeline. We live in the darkest fucking timeline, where New England got bounced by 30 fucking points by the shitty Bills. And yeah. And the Cardinals got fucked on Monday Night Football. So that was the wild card recap. Next up, we have the divisional round preview. We got 4 games to get into, so let's dive right fucking into it. We have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee Titans on Saturday Night Football. So the return of Derrick Henry is finally upon us. King Henry has returned for the Tennessee Titans, and in my opinion, he's probably gonna be a little rusty. I think he'll shake that shit off by probably halftime-ish, if I was a betting man. But this is gonna be interesting. I feel like it's gonna be a fucking down to the wire game. Like, you look on paper, like, yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'll go Tennessee in this game, but like Henry being thrown back into the fold after all this time, it might fuck up the chemistry just a little bit, you know. Because Tennessee has they kind of found like a little bit of a groove later on in the year. This will, I mean, I think it'll be weird for the chemistry for a little bit. I mean, they're gonna fix it by like mid-game, like I'm saying, but that might put them at a slight disadvantage to the Bengals, who obviously can get out to a fucking fast start with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Like, that's not a problem, and that's not a problem whatsoever. As far as Burrow and Chase go, they'll put up some points. Believe me, they're gonna put some fucking points. I just feel like Tennessee's gonna get into kind of a hole early on, and they might not be able to dig themselves out of it, because this team is generally not known for playing from behind. And if Cincinnati can get a fucking lead early on, that's kind of takes Derrick Henry out of the game. It puts the game into Ryan Tannehill's hands, where he has to throw the football. And he's got some good weapons on the outside to do it. But I don't think Ryan Tannehill is that guy to do that in that spot, if you catch my drift. So you know where I'm going here. I'm going to stick with the Bengals here, man. Ride that wave. I've been on this bandwagon since fucking week 4 or 5, when they fucking almost tied the Packers. I believe in these guys. And I believe they're at least going to get one more win here. And beat the Titans in a very close one. So next on Saturday night, we have the 49ers at the Packers. And another game that can literally go either fucking way. Any of these games can go either way. It's the beauty of the NFL playoffs. And that's why I fucking love it. Even though New England's not in there, I still love it. It's still fucking beautiful to see. And I'm going to cherish it because football is almost done. And I'm going to be fucking sad when it's done. So, just throwing that shit out there. So, the Niners are coming off the heels of a, I guess you could call it an upset victory over the Cowboys. Simply based on, like, records. Green Bay has had basically 2 weeks off. Although they did play some of their starters against Detroit, so, like, a week and a half off, I guess you could say. They're going to be nice and fresh for this game. But, like, you don't want to be a little too fresh, because, like, it goes back to the whole Derrick Henry thing where you might be a little rusty. I don't know. Everyone's different, man. So, it could affect them positively or negatively. We're just going to have to wait and see how it is. I think they'll be okay. A-Rod, he's had some time to heal up his fucking COVID toe or whatever the injury is that he has. He's had time to heal that up. Garoppolo's going to play in this game for the Niners, so it's really going to go either way. A-Rod is 0-3 against the 49ers in the playoffs. I don't know if that's something that's like going to get to him psychologically. I don't think it will, but like it's something that could always like sit in the back of your head, like, hey, can I beat these guys? Because they're not that far off from what they were back in 2019 when they fucking blew these guys out in the championship game. That wasn't that long ago. That was literally only like a couple of years ago. And this defense, more or less, is basically the same. I mean, save for like DeForest Buckner. But they're still a great fucking defense. Especially if you throw Nick Bosa in there. I don't know if he's playing or not. I hope he is, because I want these teams at full strength. But it's going to be a challenge, dude. It's, as long as Jimmy G doesn't turn over the football, the Niners can absolutely fucking win this game. Just run. That is the strategy for the 49ers. Occasionally hit them in that play action, but run. Maybe throw the George Kittle handoff to fucking Debo in the backfield. You know. A-Rod's usual plan is going to be fucking diamond up to Devontae. Maybe throw a little fucking Valdez-Scantling in there. Then maybe hand it off to Aaron Jones every once in a while. You know. Why not throw to one of, if not the best receiver in football? It's not a bad idea. So as far as who's going to win this game, I think Packers. I think A-Rod's going to overcome his demons. And I'm going to say an overtime game. Walk-off touchdown in overtime to Devontae Adams. Somehow, some way, I'm going to be right. Just wait and see. It's going to be great. So, yeah, Packers win this game. Okay, final two. Big matchups on Sunday. We got the Rams at the Buccaneers. Rams are pretty beat up. I mean, Bucs are pretty fucking beat up. Rams are pretty fucking healthy in this instance. And that's scary for Tom Brady fanboys out there. Tampa might be at home here, but the Rams look fucking ferocious. They're no fucking joke. That forefront they got is fucking stupid, dude. It's the front seven, the whole fucking 11-man crew. It's fucking just stupid. It's some all Madden type shit. It's ridiculous. And this game could very easily go either way. The only reason Tampa really has like a shot in this fight is the GOAT. He is the ultimate fucking X factor. He fucking adds so much to this fucking team as far as like leadership, just fucking just someone to follow, someone to believe in. Brady's it, dude. Even against these guys, the Rams, as fucking good as they are, the super team that they are, it's so tough, dude. It's so tough because Brady is still my guy, even after all this fucking after these last couple of years. He's still my guy, still my fucking dude. And to pick against him is one of the hardest fucking things I'll ever have to do. But I'm not going to do it this week. I think somehow, some way, even with the injuries they got, Brady's going to find a way to beat these guys. The defense is very good for Tampa. It's even fucking better for the Rams. But somehow, Brady is going to win this fucking game. I have no clue how it's going to happen. Brady is going to win this. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. Whatever. I'm not going to be wrong, so whatever. Book it. And to close off the divisional round preview, we got the Bills at the Chiefs on Sunday-ish night football. Both these quarterbacks were on a totally different level last week. This is a clash of the Titans, and this is why it is my game of the week. I was torn between this, Rams, Bucks, and Bengals, Titans. Just because there's so much going on in all these games. Hell, even Niners, Packers deserve some consideration. Because like I said, all these games are fucking just, they're beautiful, man. I can't wait to consume them all with my eyeballs. It's going to be great. As far as this game goes, man. I want Kansas City to fucking just win this outright. But in my heart of hearts, I want them to win this in just a fucking overtime, fucking 95-92 fucking showdown. I want these guys to break every fucking single game record known to man, just trying to one-up each other. Because that would just be amazing. Buffalo could definitely win this game. Josh Allen is more than fucking capable of beating these guys in Kansas City because he has done it before. He did it earlier on this year. fucking dismantled the Chiefs before they refound themselves. But Kansas City is Kansas City, and Kansas City gonna Kansas City. And that means Mahomes gonna Mahomes, and they're gonna beat the Bills. So with my predictions, we are going to have a Bengals-Chiefs AFC Championship game, which would be fucking amazing because their Week 17 clash was awesome. That was Game of the Year worthy. And the other side, we have a rematch, same spot as last year. Tampa Bay traveling to the Green Bay Packers in the frozen tundra, scene of the crime last year, where Brady ultimately beat Aaron Rodgers in his building to go to the Super Bowl. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, but damn, dude, those would be fucking awesome. Any combinations of these that don't include the Bills, I'm all for. So let's just hope and pray Buffalo don't make it past this round. At least I am. But anyways, that was this week's edition of the Doubleheader. I love y'all. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. We got about 2 or 3 more doubleheaders, and then we're cooked for the year, man. So I'm gonna savor this shit, man. I'm gonna look into doing more and more shit. There's gonna be some kind of update on this channel or whatnot. But please like the video, please subscribe. I would really fucking appreciate it, man. I'm trying to make higher quality shit for y'all. It's a work in progress. I work a ridiculous amount of hours, so just bear with me. I am working my butt off, trying to get better. But anyways, enough rambling. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. And as always, stay high.